I am Dolapo Racheal Bakare and I am a trailblazer. I do business on my phone. So I pick it up, I press and press and press.
How about babe?
Alex, how
Good morning. How you doing?
Fine.
Don't wake up, man.
Yes, I just wake up without.
I know that. The door is open, man.
Yeah, check your bill.
I check for important messages, I respond. I do my normal YouTube tutorials, I learn new things as to painting. After that, I take to the bedroom and I take my birth. For weekdays, I dress up for schools, and of course, my flatmates they come around to check my dressing to be sure I'm not dressed like a tomboy. Of course, when I'm not going to site, I'm going to school, I should be totally feminine. So they try to confirm that.
Sorry, button must be up like my own.
The shirt you're wearing.
Does not have
Exactly. So it won't go. It won't look good.
So guys, we are all heading to the school, so come with us.
I move out of my house, I trek down to the junction to school, and at times I could take a bike depending on my spirits.
I'm not too far. When we are not satisfied with that, today is our ugly day. But there are some days before people admire us, when we get outside, we would even be admiring ourselves from. We will not be like, today is a beautiful day, yeah, something like that. Tinto, Swahili, Squiding, those ones.
Swahili, no, in the painting.
Yes, Italian design. I learnt them in the painting school 6 months, just between November 5th last year and April this year. So it was when I resumed the school that I gained last year admission. So I had to switch from full time because I was in a hostel there. I was just comfortable there. So I had to switch to part time.
Also, guys, we've gotten to the place, so I believe this is the area where she's going to paint. So as time goes on, I'll be joining now in painting. So just watch us. Dolapo, well done.
While I was still seeking the law admission, I was still painting until sometimes around November last year when the direct entry admission came through, and since then I've been balancing both. I'm trying to paint this one.
Okay. What kind of paint are you using?
This is satin paint.
Satin?
Yes.
Okay, how is this different from
Satin is different from...
test coat and emotion, other paints?
Satin paint is different from test coat and emotion because when we want to categorize paint, water-based paint, it is water-based paint. And at the same time, it is known as rubber paint. Satin is a unique paint. You find it in Lekki, Aja. The rich ones use satin paint.
Because it's expensive?
Not only because it's expensive. Satin is a paint that it has coverage, number one. There are sometimes that when you get satin paint, you might not need to dilute it into water because it's already okay. Seriously, combining law with painting has not been easy at all, but I've disciplined myself to the level that the only time I work now is on weekends. Any work I receive during weekdays, I try to make the client wait till weekends. Then since I have a number of apprentices, I have a number of guys that work with me as my team, so we go together, we bombard the site and we finish up the work over the weekend. A lazy person cannot be a painter, because another thing about painting is if you take up a project for 1 week, you might use 5 days to prepare the surface and you use just 2 days to do the painting. Surface preparation is what a lot of painters don't know, and that is really what is required. That is what will give you a perfect finish.
Okay, so I want to join you in painting now. So
okay. My dad used to be a king before his demise. He died in the year 1996. I was left with just my mom, my older brother, and my younger sister. My mom is locomotively impaired, that is, she walks with the aid of a walking stick, and she's a civil servant. So it has been all through. I never grew up to know members of my family, so it has been my mom. She has been responsible for our school fees and everything. So she has been single-handedly sponsoring my brother, a medicine and surgery student of University of Jos who just graduated, my younger sister who is a nursing student who just graduated as well, and myself who is a law student still in school.
you have to pull me through. I'll roll it down.
Go. Okay. Meanwhile, that is now painting is done. Now let me explain something.
Okay.
As it takes a versed painter to understand this. When you are painting, I want you to notice something now. I stopped here, right?
Okay.
If I want to paint next, I will not take my next painting here. I'm going to take it from somewhere here. I can take it from down and I can take it from up. By the time I take it, I'm going to roll it backward. Now I will tell you what you want to achieve here. I told you about a line that used to show. Yeah. Now I'm interweaving it into this way, so you won't know where the painting starts and where so everything is going to rhyme. But if you dip your roller inside the bucket and you start here, you realize that you'll be having this straight mark. Did you see the line? Yeah. You'll be having it, and that is why you see it in some way. So you move, you leave some space, you move, then you roll it backward and you interweave it into where you have done. That is another thing about painting that people don't know. Every parent would want to see the result of what they are spending money on. My mom is this person that, despite the fact that she's striving, she will never allow you to perform a role for her. So even by now, I'm making money, yes, but she still pays my school fees. So you understand what I mean? So my mom is someone that believes when you're working, number one, you tend to lose your dignity. you tend to be arrogant, to be proud. You know, when someone is trying to caution you for something, you feel like I'm making money, you're making money, so you can't correct me. In fact, I can pay your bills. So my mom thought of all this and she was like, no, since I'm capable of sponsoring you to school, you understand? So why will you go ahead and paint? So at first, she kicked against it, but you know, I had to just talk to my older brother. I promised him it's not going to affect my law academics. So I promised them, and so far God has been gracious. I've been upholding the promise. So that was why she gave her consent. Well, another thing to note when you are painting is when you're we're rolling up, if not for our height actually. You have to, there is a level you have to stop. Okay. So that it will not stain the ceiling. So that means the rest is cutting work. We call it cutting. That is the application of brush to cover the places that the roller could not. Just like this down part too. So that is when, yeah. So that is when you apply your brush. I'm not just an ordinary painter, I'm a decorative painter. And it's going to take a very, very long while to convince a client as to the reason why he should patronize you and not any other painter out there. Everybody is used to the use of emulsion, test coat, flex coat. But I want to introduce two coat to the client. They can get emulsion paint for as cheap as 5,000 plus, and it's going to cover their sitting room. But I want them to use stucco. They will be using maybe 12 kg of stucco paint, and that 12 kg is going to cost like 58,000. So you know what it means, having to convince them to get it. So far on this job, the highest payment, aside material, the highest payment is 450,000 naira as workmanship so far. That's why you are not moving again. Why? You are pressing the roller too hard on the wall. Okay. So as you are pressing, if you notice, the thing just keeps dripping at the same spot. So you don't press, you just move. It might not cover at once, it doesn't matter, yes. Yes, you see? Did you notice the coverage? Then you can go back again. You can go back again. You understand? Yeah. So when you are going up or down, you ensure the roller gets to a level where brush can only cover. The roller doesn't get to this level and you go back up. This is more than what brush you cover. So it will make the work look rough. Ensure the roller gets to a level where you have brush.
I'm always passionate about this kind of people because I draw my strength from them. So what do you think about this video? Do share your thoughts in the comment section below, and do not forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and keep watching BattaBox. I am Odunoye Oti, and this is BattaBox.com. Bye for now.